Good afternoon, True Chakra Tarot Talk fan. Today we are going to be doing a private reading on PR number 47. They're going to be going through some processes soon within the legal system, and they kind of just want to know how it is going to work out for them. So they basically just want to know, again, how is it going to work out? What should they do as the process goes on that will benefit them the best? And then what do they have to look forward to in the future? Making sure this is angled right before we start. So I'm going to go ahead and lay down some spell breaking and energy breaking cologne for positivity. We're also going to spray a tornado alley, which also breaks any negative energy around the situation. And then we're going to spray some good luck spray since he is still awaiting to go see how this turns out. So, and then next we will go ahead and start with the Gilded Tarot Royale. So that is what we're going to lay the baseboard with today. So I want to thank you. PR47 for choosing me to do your reading. I greatly appreciate it, and I hope it gives you some clarity. I'll shuffle one more time and then ask some questions. And I have this stuff over here. Alright, cards are a little bit stuck. There's a little, you can feel a little bit of nervousness behind it, which would be normal. So let's go ahead and see how the process will go, what is going to be the best options for them, and how will it be in the future once the process is done. So let's go ahead and see. How will the process itself go once it begins? How will the process itself go for you as it begins? How will you be feeling? You're going to have a lot of support emotionally within your home. You do have the Ten of Cups. Now, even though I understand what's going on within, the case, it is saying that you do have a lot of emotional abundance and happiness within the home. So that is something that is very much there. So I'm going to move the camera a little bit, and I'm sorry. It seems like it keeps wanting to tilt some. So there is emotional happiness within your home, and you have a lot of emotional support. And it's two females, two theirs, and they are enjoying themselves. So let's see how, let's basically see what you need, what is the best option for you during this time when they give you a, option to do so. They're saying the Lovers are in reverse, so that it's saying that it can be something that it might not be, an opportunity that you would love or that you would really think would be the best opportunity, but at the time, if you take what they give you, it might be best for you. Again, now, it's the Lovers, but it doesn't have to represent a loving relationship. It can just represent you wanting what is best for you and loving yourself. And if this opportunity that they hand to you during this process is going to help you in the best way, even though you might not love the idea, it might be the best idea to take it. So let's go ahead and see what the near future holds for you in this process. Alright, so in the near future, you will have victory again, and you will have abundance again with the Ten of Pentacles. So now you have the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. So I don't think it'll be as long as you think it might be. So that's good news. I mean, you are celebrating in the future, Six of Wands. So I would say maybe 6 months to 6 years could be a possibility from I would probably say, again, usually with, going through court, things can take years. So I would say probably 6 years tops. But it is saying after those 6 years, if that happens, and something doesn't happen sooner, then you will have the Ten of Pentacles after, which is Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. It's an abundance in the earthly realm, so you will be successful once it's all over. and you do have emotional fulfillment right now. Now, they were saying, even though right now some of these things are going on, you are kind of the Seven of Wands in reverse. So you are a bit nervous, and you do feel a bit defensive, but I think the people around you are helping you keep calm, if that is the best way to put it. I said, now this is Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces energy. Now this is going to be Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. And that's going to be Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. And this again is Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. But it seems like you have a very good support system around you. So regardless of the situation, just remember that your support system is there for you. So the Lovers in reverse is here because of the offer that you're being offered. I don't think you love it, but it might be the best offer to take. So let's go ahead and see what it might be. Yeah, you don't like the offer too much, but I think you should take it. Again, this is Three of Swords, so it's representing 3, the number 3. So it might be, it might go a lot quicker, the process, maybe 3 months. You might have, where they give you, credit for some of credit for something in the system. So, because I feel like the 3 is a number that stands out. So let's go ahead and see the near future. Yeah, you kind of feel like even though all this stuff has happened and you still are victorious and abundant in the future, I still feel like you kind of think back on the time that you lost with the 10 of Swords in reverse every now and then. Because if you look at it, the row going straight across, the offer they're giving you is not a great offer in the sense that you're not happy with it, but it's probably the best offer for you to take. I said, so you do realize you have the family support, so you're taking it, but you do realize that there are going to be things that you're going to miss out on from time to time. So, let's go ahead and see what else is going to be for how the process is going to go for you. How will this process go for you? That's too many. Just one, please. So at first you're going to feel very, and this is going to represent law too, because it is swords. So swords do represent law a lot of the time in the judicial system. So there is going to be a point towards the end of this, probably 8 months in, when the decision will be made, that you are going to feel a bit stuck in your thoughts, bounded by the wrist, and then maybe blinded, or not blinded, but yeah, kind of blinded. You can't really see anything. You're bound and blindfolded. So that's how you're going to feel going into it. But you're going to flip it around when you're going through the process, because you realize it's probably not going to be as extensive as you thought. So that's why the 3 of Swords here for the Lovers in reverse, for how they're going to feel about the situation. Yeah, the 4 of Pentacles, it's just saying to take this offer, because they hold the 4 of Pentacles. I don't know what all or how many people or whatever is involved in this situation, but it is saying, of course, you will be one of them. And this represents Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, and I do believe you are a Capricorn. So it is saying it is in your best interest to take this offer. And that because you can still hold on to these other 3 Pentacles that you have coming to you in the near future, once this is all over. So with the 10 of Swords in reverse, why is the 10 of Swords in reverse? It is saying that in the 10 of Swords in reverse, it'll still be page energy. It's going to be an immature energy a lot of times, or it can be a childlike energy or a very impulsive energy. But it is of Swords, so again, law. It can represent Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, but it can also represent being impulsive and a bit aggressive. But it is saying it is upright, so I would take the aggressiveness out of it. I don't feel any aggressiveness when I look at this card. I kind of feel like this is somebody trying to start over new, and that is what the page usually does. They're here to start something new. It is a brand new offer, much like a child is brand new. That's why they usually represent children pages. And it's going to be someone between their early 20s to early 30s. So let's go ahead and do the Steampunk Tarot to clarify for you. Again, I want to thank you for choosing me, PR47, to do your personal reading. I greatly appreciate it, and it is an honor. So we're going to shuffle it, do the same thing we did before, and ask the same questions. Do it one more time, ask the questions, and then we'll cut the deck. This is going to be the Steampunk Tarot by Barbara Moore. Again, at the very last shuffle, it is a bit stuck. So again, it is showing that there is a bit of anxiety, which is, again, expected. So let's see how the process is going to go. How it's going to go leading up to the process, how the process itself is going to go, and how it's going to be in the future for you. So let's shuffle it one more time. And then we'll go ahead and get at it. So let's see why the Ten of Cups is here, for how the process is going for you currently, leading up to whenever it becomes time to step forward to the event. You are feeling, even though you do have the Ten of Cups, you are feeling like you're being brought out of the cold. And this is your sign. Again, with Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, I do believe you are a Capricorn. So you're coming out of the cold. I think your family's helping you a lot emotionally come out of the cold. I think they're trying to help you understand that it'll be okay. And so I think that helps you a whole lot. And that's why you're still feeling a little bit defensive and bounded, but not as much. You're more let down by how the process goes itself, but you understand that it's for your best benefit in the long run, time-wise. So let's see why the Seven of Swords is here, or Seven of Wands in reverse, which is you're not being so defensive. Yeah, because of the Ace of Swords. So again, it's like an opportunity, the Ace of Swords in reverse. It's usually, again, of law, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It's an opportunity, but it's usually of a thought in mind. And again, you're given this opportunity, and you have to choose. And when you choose, you do feel a bit bounded at first, which puts you in the Lovers in reverse. So yes, there is going to be probably a decision for you to make. And I would say, again, you're not thrilled about it, but I think it's going to be the best decision in the end for you and give you the best quality of life. So let's go ahead and see what the Eight of Swords is like. Why is it, or I'm sorry, not the Eight of Swords. Why is the Lovers here? Why are the Lovers in reverse here? Because when you first go in, you're going to kind of feel Ten of Swords. You're going to feel a bit stabbed in the back by the situation. Just how over here, you kind of realize in the past, you're looking back at it, and you did feel stabbed in the back. But at this point, you're realizing you were coming out of that energy. And the reason why is because you did have to make two decisions, and you did. So you made a decision out of the two options that you were given. It broke your heart in the sense that you didn't want to have to make that decision with more swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Remember, swords are going to represent the legal system. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 swords on the board so far. 7, actually. So let's go ahead and see why the Six of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles is here. Sorry, I was going to say the Ace of Pentacles. Why the Ten of Pentacles is here. So basically, you feel like you had put in a lot of hard work, I think, and this is going to be your sign again, Capricorn. You felt that, or you didn't put in as much hard work as you could have to maybe stay away from a certain outcome. And so that's why you sometimes look back on the energy of the Ten of Swords over here. So let's go ahead and see why the Three of Swords is here. Why is the Three of Swords here? What does it represent? King of Pentacles. So again, this is you, Capricorn in reverse. So this was saying that, you know, and you can see the pentagram, which represents earth signs on the book. So upright, it is a very abundant man. He's very wealthy. He's very, especially in the earthly realm, because that is what they represent. Now flipped around, he's a little bit more mischievous, kind of plays in the earthly realm a little bit more. And I think that's what broke your heart. And I think you kind of regret playing in the earthly realm a little bit. And wish that you didn't do it because you had the Four of Pentacles and nobody could have taken that from you. And you kind of have to, you still have them, but you have to kind of hold on to them. And there's 3. So 3 could be, like I said, another number that stands out. As I know 6 is one that I said that stands out, but so does 3. So we are looking at an amount of time, you know, following something here. So let's see why the Four of Pentacles is here. Why is the Four of Pentacles here? Because of the Star. So yeah, you feel like you had to kind of give up a little bit of your life with the Four of Pentacles, because again, this is your sign, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, and the Star is here, and it is in reverse. So you do feel like you're young. You're kind of watching from, now this is like kind of watching from above, but it's kind of like watching from the inside or outside, watching into the inside or outside. So I kind of feel like that's the energy that you're going to feel. You feel kind of like Four of Pentacles, like you're not budging, but this is in reverse. So you don't feel like there's a brand new start at that moment whenever you're going through the process. You kind of feel like you have to do this. And you do. It is something that you have to do. So let's see why the Ten of Swords is here in reverse, because of the Knight of Wands. So they are saying with the Knight of Wands that you're basically, when you come forth in the near future, you're going to come forth a lot smarter, a lot stronger, and a lot more they are action cards, fire cards. This is Wands, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. So they're action cards. So they were going to say you are going to remember what happened with the Ten of Swords over here and how it caused this problem. So you're going to step into your actions and you're going to think about them a lot more wisely before you do it. So let's see why the Eight of Swords is here for the process leading up to it. Why is the Eight of Swords? That's too many. Just one, please. Can you please show me why the Eight of Swords is here for the decision making? Why is the Eight of Swords here for the decision making within the system? Okay, I'm going to take this one because it flipped over. Six of Pentacles, again, is going to be more Capricorn, Virgo energy. Taurus, you are feeling, with the Six of Pentacles, you don't feel like this was an equal give and take, and you don't feel that it's fair. That's kind of the situation with that. It's not so much that you can't get over what's possibly happened. You don't feel like the options that they gave you were fair, and that maybe others were involved in the same, they didn't get the same type of repercussion that you did. And that's not fair. It was an unequal balance as far as give and take with the Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo, Six of Pentacles in reverse. So let's see why the Page of Swords is here in the future. Because you have the Knight of Pentacles. So you're coming forth in the future. So you're going to come forth a little bit slower. But the Knight of Pentacles really isn't aggressive. Again, this is your sign, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. So you are showing up a lot in your chart. And you are showing that you are going to move forward in the future. So, but there is going to be an ending to this past cycle. And it's going to restart. So that's going to be what helps you to move forward. So let's go ahead, and then we're going to do the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck. See if we get any cards about that. See if they have anything to tell us. They would like you to know about the situation or anything involving it. Alright, so let's go ahead and see what the John Holland Psychic Tarot Oracle has to say. Alright, so they're saying accelerated motion. So they are saying once this happens, I think it is going to go a lot faster, the process, than what you think it will. And they are saying to focus right now on your solar plexus area, which is going to be above your root chakra. So they're saying once you focus on those areas, that will help you very much in the situation that you are going to be going through and entering soon. So if you don't know much about the solar plexus, I would just suggest to kind of look it up and get a little bit of information. So let's do the Osho Zen Tarot next. Get a few cards from that, and then we'll do the angel answers. Alright, so there's 3. Again, I think there was something with politics that bothered, it's the politics of the situation that's bothering you, because it's giving you great sorrow. I feel like there was other people involved, and for some reason most of this got blamed on you, and you feel like the integration needs to be brought in with peace and love. Because I feel like something happened, but I don't really feel like it was just you involved. For some other reason, I don't know why nobody else was asked about the situation, or it wasn't handled the same way with them. So let's go ahead and see what some angel answers, what we can get. We're going to ask about the process, if the decision, whatever decision you make will be the best, and then what you have to look forward in the future. Or see how the process is going to go, what decision you should make, and what is it going to be like in the future for you. Alright. there will be a compromise, so you will make a decision with helpful people, so they're going to try their best to help you out, but they say you have to believe that they're helping you. Mediation brings answers, so yes, you're going to have to compromise in mediation, and it'll bring a recovery for you. And they're saying, no, do not be worried about the future. That is not something to worry about. So again, I'll show you the cards. You can see the scales here where it's balancing out. So it is saying there will be a compromise made, but mediation will bring the answers. So you will have to mediate this out, and then it will be done, though, with helpful people. So you do have that to look forward to. And it says, but you have to believe that they are trying to help you. And I know sometimes in this situation, it's hard to believe that they're trying to help you. But they're saying that it will recover a lot of not only emotional hurt, but past hurt. And you will have people to support you. And it's saying, no, do not worry. You are covered in the future. So do not worry about the near future, not near future, but the future after this process is over. They're saying, don't worry too much about that now. Just get through what you're doing now. So let's go ahead and get the singing bowl for you. I want to thank you again, PR number 47, for choosing me to do your reading. I'm going to spray a little bit of Palo Santo water now and knock out any negative energy. And then we're going to go ahead and light the sage and Palo Santo again to knock out again any negative energy and bring in the good luck. So I want to thank you again for choosing me to do your reading. I greatly appreciate it. If any of y'all are interested in having a private reading, all of that information is in my About section, as well as the prices, what kind of readings I offer, and all the payment links with my email. So as I also teach tarot, if y'all are interested in learning that as well. I teach Patreon classes, and we do tarot and many other things if you would like to learn to do so. So all of that, again, is going to be in my About section if you're interested. So I want to thank you again for choosing me to do your personal reading. And if you have any questions, you have my email, and just let me know. I hope y'all have a good one, and I will talk to y'all soon.